let's change some oil, shall we? So while the engine is heating up, I just want to take a quick talk about, because the engine needs to be hot before we can change the oil. So why I haven't been posting a lot of videos has mainly because of, you know, I've not been in the mood, and we have had pretty shitty weather. As you know, the brand name here is NoGarageTV because, well, we got this, you know, thing there, but I don't actually have a real garage I can work in the winter. So now the weather's good, and I got a new project, but it's not because, just a second, it's not because I'm done with the DM50 build. There will be more, just not right now. Now about this bike, I got it dirt cheap, and I mean really dirt cheap. And you know, as always, with dirt cheap there comes a lot of work with it. So there is, that's why I'm changing the oil now, because honestly it starts and run okay, but I have no clue when the oil has been changed the last time. So we're gonna do that today. After that, I'm going to strip the whole bike apart and be glass blasting the frame like I did with the moped. Going to paint the frame, and basically just you know, standard stuff, clean the carbs, make it look nice, so on and so on. So this is gonna be the new series 2, the Suzuki GN 125 motorcycle build. So come along for the ride. I'm pretty sure the bike is actually warm now. Let's go. I mean, it should be warm now. Let's turn it off and change that oil. Start up, you. Wow, you really want to cover this up so you don't get oil everywhere. Just take out the top here, and you can start draining the oil. This is much easier, I think, because I can take it to the local junkyard and get rid of the old oil and dispose it, so they can recycle it. Don't put it in the sink. Don't do it. Now, let's get going here. What I really need here is a new oil filter, some new oil. It says here that I need 850 milliliters of oil. It says 10 W40. It's the same thing as I use. It's for, yeah, Castro. I don't know if it's good or bad, but honestly I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, so let's just do it, right? First I want to take the old filter, oil filter out, and I drain the oil afterwards. Remember to be careful, for this shit is so hot that you won't believe it. Oh, or at least it can be hot, you know. Probably is. Talk about being perfect. Wow, that oil is so black. So unnecessary black, actually. That's quite scary. At least quite the time to change it, if I do say so myself. Wow, that is so nasty. Gonna check the old filter out here, if I can. So this is the old oil filter, and it just looks, wow, it looks like shit basically. And that's kind of meant to because it's used, but you know, still, wow. What I'm gonna do is just gonna clean this inside here. Not that it's necessary, because there will be oil inside of it again, but you know, just to take out the worst of the old gunk here. the cap and just clean it somewhat okay clean too, just to get the old gunk out of it. Before you put in the new filter, you want to make sure this O-ring is all the way in this line forward and it's not broken, because you will have a bad day if this decides not to be shut in, and you will have oil all over the place, and trust me, you don't want that. I bought an original Suzuki GN part, not that it matters, but just to check where we are at. Now you want to take the same side as you took out, because it won't have any effect. So the one with the plug hole in goes in to the hole. Simple as that. No hanky panky smanky flying shit there. And basically you're just gonna put this cap on again. So we're just gonna put this here, make it flush, and you're gonna take the bolts, well, the nuts on. You're gonna screw these in at least somewhat evenly, because you want the same pressure all around. You want the same pressure on all of the nuts, so it goes on evenly, and the gasket will seal, and no oil will come out. And somewhat evenly tight, and you don't want to put too much pressure on it, of course, because eventually you're gonna snap those bolts, and it's gonna be a hell of a long day for you then. We drained and changed the oil filter. Just gonna put it in here. Now we're gonna drain the actual oil in the oil pan. I just needed to change some tools. Well, basically get some other tools. Just be aware, because this could potentially be very hot. All in all, the oil looks very black, of course. Well, it needed to get a change, but also it looks kind of free of metal pieces, so that's actually a good thing, because if there were some kind of metal pieces inside of it, it could be a long day for you, and probably something to do with the cylinder or something, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna wiggle this a little bit. Okay, so the camera stopped recording, but basically I just filled in some new oil and checked this one here to make sure there's not too much in the glass here. So I'm gonna pull back on the top here and start the engine. Okay guys, so this is the first introduction episode. hope you to see the next one, where I will be starting to disassemble the bike here, and yeah, make it ready for summer, or at least just make it ready. So thank you for watching. If you do like the content that I'm making here on the channel, you could leave a like, which would help spread the message across the platform. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.